Hi, this is Tom and Heather from Shadowfields, and this is Mitts Monday in the Studio.
Monday in the studio.
What should they do?
Oh my goodness, you should like us and share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep that bell on so you can hear all of us whenever we're coming back on again. Stay in touch with us. And we're really excited to be here tonight. We've had a very busy studio week this week. Lots of creation was happening, so very exciting.
Yes, I'm hoping that at some point, hey, if you're online with us, please sign in. Tony.
Hi, Studio A.
Yeah, I know, Studio A, right? Hi, Steve.
Happy Thanksgiving. Hey,
Happy
Steve.
Thanksgiving to everyone. Does it sound okay? You can hear us all right? Everything's good? Hopefully, everything's good. I got us back into Studio A.
You like this better?
I like it to be correct.
I like B because I feel like, because I'm looking at myself, I know I'm right here, but I'm actually over there. It's like symbiotic. Like I'm on this side, even though it's wrong.
Yeah,
I know
but
it's
you have to
terribly,
think about what
terribly
they're
wrong.
seeing looking at us.
I know. I've got to be more empathetic. Right?
Yes,
Caring
yes,
about
yeah, exactly. You have to care about others. I'm so unempathetic that I can't even say it.
Happy
right?
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah.
It's a little distorted. Hey, Deb King.
A little distorted.
What does that mean?
It means probably we're overcooking it a little bit.
Hola, young Isaac. He's got his young Isaac on. That's awesome.
Okay, check. How about that? I turned up some of the...
We could do this all night, you know.
Yeah, I could... Whoa. I wonder why we have a bit more gain than we normally have, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, we'll talk really quiet. Let's just be really quiet. I know that's hard for you, Tom, but you could do it.
All right.
You could do it. Oh, that's way loud. That's way loud.
All
right. But anyway, so what we've done in the studio this week is we've had some folks in recording, and then we've also been obviously just playing around with sound. You hear that? We got sound. Luckily, we have not had to put a new version of anything into the computer in a while. That always gets me very nervous.
Check.
Yeah,
How about
thanks,
that? Oh, there we go.
Thanks, Tony.
So we got that better, right?
Like I said,
it's getting better.
We could do this all night. I have a feeling that no sound is actually perfect.
Well, I was probably messing around with something and it got bad. So
Tony, you'll have to let us know if it sounds better.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the question of the night as we're going to be doing this. What will you be doing on Thanksgiving? So let us know. And if you'd like to tell us what kind of smoked meat you might be having for Thanksgiving, you could do that too. But what are you going to have?
I'm not having any smoked meat at all.
No?
Just regular old oven roasted turkey.
But isn't that in some way smoked as well?
No.
It's just non-smoked.
It's a non-smoked smoked turkey? No, it's just
because I've been watching something about It's Everything and Nothing on Netflix, and it's very fascinating because in order for something to be somewhere, there has to be space for it to be. And so even though you think that you're in a room by yourself, there's space in the room.
Space.
This is so crazy. Astronomy was my favorite class in college. I should have been a meteorologist.
Astronomy or astrology?
No, did I say astrology?
No, you said astronomy.
Oh my gosh, it wouldn't surprise me if I did.
I could see you in your black hat and going...
Let me read your palm.
Your lifeline's very short. It's getting shorter all the time.
Steve, you're smoking 2 turkeys. That is great.
Wow.
Yeah. Smoked spatch, cock turkey, oven roasted bone and turkey breast. Nice. And you... Hello, Sarah Perez.
Hi, Sarah.
Yeah, so what do we got going on?
Okay, so in the studio this last week, as you know, we had young Isaac in.
Young Isaac.
Yeah,
so keep in mind, it's a
we used to be working with old Isaac, but he died off, and now we have young Isaac.
And he's young. He's been kind of born again. He's
I guess so.
Isaac. Yeah.
And so he was in a week ago.
Yes.
and recorded, and I finished up the mix and got the mix out to mastering.
Yes.
And so it came back mastered, and we got it yesterday.
Yeah.
Everybody heard it. Everybody approved it, and so that's a go.
Whew.
I think it'd be fun sometime to maybe have him in, talk about it a little bit, his experience in the grand studio as it is.
Yeah, you'll have to let us know if you'd like to have young Isaac in the studio just chatting. And we'd actually like to do that a little bit. Have some people in the studio that are not the band, but that are other people that are kind of in the area of songwriting and what kinds of things that they do. And you'll have to let us know if you'd like us to do that, because that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yep. So what else we got going on? Working on the other cover.
Yeah, we got 2 covers that we're working on, and I'm still busily working on those, but kind of took a little bit of a break on those so I could work on the young Isaac song.
But you know what? As true to form, it's we took something that we didn't like in a certain key, and then we decided to do it another key, and then we decided to do it another key, and now it's in an entirely different key again. Yeah,
now I think we've changed the keys 5 times.
Yeah. So you see how versatile. You got to be willing to change, right? You got to be willing to say not.
Yeah,
be so stuck.
You got to be ready for anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell Mateo I love him, and yes, he can play cards with Mr. Dennis again next time.
I also had young Aiden in.
Oh yes,
in the
you
studio
did.
last
yes,
night, and
yes.
Aiden is
what did you guys talk about?
Son.
You won't tell me.
We talked about you the entire time.
Oh my gosh, you did not. So what did you do?
We talked about the fine points of compression.
Oh.
I explained to him how to hear compression. I talked to him about the 4 types of compressors that there are.
So you were a teacher. You were a teacher, Tom.
I was teaching him, and then we talked about how we could spend your money.
You know, something did come up tonight. He said, we got to make sure that we don't miss any of the Black Friday sales.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll hear about them. And these are all for plugins. You know, if any of you know what plugins are.
He's looking at orchestral suites.
Yes.
And we found one last night that was actually pretty good. You know, there was a website we got on where people were talking about their favorite orchestral suite for doing mock-ups for movies.
Yep.
And which is quickest and simplest and best sounds and things like that. I know last year we bought one that was supposed to be that.
I know, and every time I'm told, no, this is it. This is it.
But as a musician, you have to realize that, no, this is not it.
Because this is not it?
From there, then you get into the next level.
It's like Hans Zimmer. At what point are you going to say, this is the one that Hans Zimmer uses? It probably was it?
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
He
has
some, he has like, $3,000-$4,000 sample sets and stuff like that. But
yeah. Well,
anyway.
yeah. So, Aiden, my son, is a composer. He does music for short films, and he's going to be doing one for a very long film. It has to be his own.
So I can't wait. We're looking forward to that. I might do some post-production on it. He was talking about, and that'll be a challenge.
Yeah.
But
that's a lot of audio work, like post-production. Even is it sound effects too?
It's the whole thing.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, we'll see. You'll
be out in parking lots, like blowing things up to make certain sounds, and
or I'll find a lot of sample libraries that I can buy with your money.
Yes, the things like where Peter Jackson's wife for the she actually did the wailing of the what were the horses' names?
The Wraiths.
Yes, she did the screaming in the studio for it. Yeah.
Wow, how would you like to wake up next to her in the morning?
I actually think that would be hysterical. I would have loved to have done that. I know. I just think that's so fascinating. The sound effects are so important. They will actually make or break a film. So,
well, of course.
Not to say that it's all on you now once it's in post-production, but basically it'll all be on you.
Honestly, though, sound, people might disagree, but I think that sound in a movie is more important than the visuals of the movie.
I agree.
Why? All right, take something like Blair Witch Project, shot on a camcorder kind of thing, but the audio was correct. You could hear what was happening. You ever watch a TV show and they go into a big room and it sounds like a big room that's horribly over reverberant,
Mhm.
and you can't understand a thing they're saying. There's all these uh, extra frequencies that are jumping
Like
out. And it's
echoes
kind of
and
like a
moving
honk
around.
sound kind of
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
It wrecks
It
the
ruins
whole
it.
thing.
Yeah.
So, but if the audio is good, you can put up with the visuals not being that great.
Right.
So,
That's very true, and it ends up providing all the excitement to the video or to the film.
Yep.
Like it does something.
see, that's what we're counting on with our videos.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Oh,
This
I
week-
know.
this
This is
week-
hard. This is a hard one.
this week we decided to go with the saddest of the songs on the first album.
Is this the first album still?
Yeah, we're still on the first
Okay,
album because
yeah.
this is the 10th anniversary of the first album.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
And
is.
we were going to redo one of the songs. We just never quite got a chance to do it.
Wonderful. What was it?
When the World
When
Was
the World
Young.
Was Young. Yep.
Wanted to
yep.
redo it with
It
everybody.
is one of
and-
my favorite songs. So at some point we should.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to do it. It's a slower tempo now. It's
Mhm.
a little more flowing, and I think that it'd be really fun to have Gary put on not only the violin parts that I put on
Oh,
originally,
Right.
but he could build up all the string parts.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be like a string quartet that it's all Gary, obviously,
Yep. Yep.
but in real strings.
Yeah. That'd be
Nothing,
beautiful.
nothing fake on it. It'd be a lot
Yep.
of fun.
But the one we're going to share tonight is actually using the bouzouki, right?
Yes,
Yes,
this has
and
the
this-
Irish bouzouki.
First time you'd ever used it, really, in a recording,
I
correct?
think I think this. I bought it, and then we wrote this song
Yep.
pretty soon after that.
Yep.
It's a sad song.
Extremely.
I think I wrote most of it.
Mm-hmm.
We had an argument because
I
I
don't remember arguments.
wanted to name. This is about a handicapped girl. And,
I
and
remember.
how difficult it is
Yeah.
for a parent with a handicapped child to raise that child and to
Mhm.
see that the things that they won't be and how sad it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the time I was listening to some Squeeze albums, and on one of their albums they have a song called Daphne, and I thought, I'll call her Daphne.
I would not let him call it this girl
Yeah.
Daphne.
So she became,
Hannah.
so yes,
Because Daphne, if you're singing a song, it's got a strong D and it's an F. So it's hard to sing Daphne. But you could easily sing Hannah because it's all basically a vowel all the way through. And so it's just much easier to sing.
this is,
Not to say I mean, I'm not in love with the name Daphne, but it kind of reminds me of like a bewitched kind of person too, like Daphne. Daphne.
The name Daphne is good, but
You're still hung up on that name Daphne?
no, we're okay with that. But what I was going to say about this was obviously it being a very sad song on the bouzouki, but it also pointed out our lack of quality video gear.
Yes, it
Because-
did.
You want to find out how bad your video gear is, go shoot in the night. At night, outside, at night,
Yep.
then you find out how poor your optics are on your
Mhm.
cameras. And this is probably at least, probably 11 years ago
Mhm.
when we put this song out. This is one of the only songs that I think we've never, ever played anywhere. I don't believe this song was ever played
It
anywhere.
was just one time we sang it.
I don't believe we
Yeah.
ever played it.
We did.
Where?
Um,
No, we didn't. Because you never wanted to do it.
it might have been at Broken Oar.
No, we definitely
No?
did not do it there when people were playing
It's
Jenga.
just so unbelievably sad. So,
yeah,
but anyway, thanks to Ann Walton for allowing her child to be in the video as well. And I'm not sure that Ann is on, but I really appreciate it at that time that she allowed her girly. Actually, I saw them in Ulta the other day.
yeah. Well,
Yep.
Leah is
Very she's quite the girl. Very alive, very vibrant.
yeah. She's like 16, 17, something
Yep.
like that now.
Yep, she is.
So this was a while ago.
Yep.
Shall we play this?
Yes, and while this
Okay.
is going on, you can listen to it, but let us know what you're going to be doing or what you're going to be eating for Thanksgiving. So,
Yes.
Yes.
And we'll be back in just a second.
yeah,
Let's
enjoy.
play this. Oh, grab your Kleenex.
look to heaven and wonder why Hannah can't see the stars in the sky. She doesn't wonder at the moon tonight, sitting silent by my side. Does she feel the evening breeze? And can she hear the wind through the trees? I've asked myself so many times, I wonder why. In the morning the birds will sing, but this song won't mean anything. She won't laugh and she won't play. She's locked inside yet another day. What kind of life does she live there? And can she feel how much I care? I've asked myself 100 times, I wonder why. If I could turn back time to see her face shine, we'd find another way, so her tomorrow's not today. She'll never fall in love with a boy, or have a child and weep with joy. This lonely world is all she knows. Where is God? Oh, I don't know. What kind of maker leaves her there? How many days will she just stare? I've asked myself 1,000 times, I wonder why. I've asked myself 1,000 times, I wonder why. She doesn't wonder, she doesn't dream. I wonder why.
Well,
Ooh, what'd you think of that?
what'd you think of that? Well,
I get-
Tony likes the blending. Yeah, that's great. Oh wow, that was the bridge is really glorious. I like the bridge.
you wrote the words on the bridge.
Yeah, that's a sweet bridge. Yeah, it's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
It's just like, you actually don't know what goes through parents' minds of kids with children with special needs. So, we're kind of shooting in the dark on that, but
Well,
we both
both had young children at that point. in time.
yeah, and we were kind of put ourselves in the shoes of a parent that would be going through that.
Yeah.
So you'll have to let us know what you think of the song.
Yeah.
That was gosh, when was it? It was 10 years. 10
at
years
least
ago.
10, it
Yeah.
may be 11,
Mm-hmm.
because we might have done a video before. I don't know. Maybe the video came out right at the same time that
Right.
the album came out.
It's a very clean recording. What did we have on that? That wasn't a lot. It was a bouzouki and vocals and
I heard bouzouki. I heard a mandolin.
Mhm.
I also heard a classical guitar on there as well.
Mhm. But no big drums.
No big drums. There was no
big
bass.
Yeah, it was
That was
just a
before
really
I
very
bought the
simple.
upright bass. If
Yep,
I would have had the upright bass, I probably would have put it on there.
Yeah, that would be a nice touch on that.
But
that would be a nice
didn't
touch.
own that at that point in time.
Yeah. And so we did have a little bit of color in that, but we chose to go black and white too on that video.
Yeah,
So
it
I
only
think it
makes
was kind of,
sense.
because the grain, it was different grain based on the color or the lighting. And so I
Yeah,
remember we did do that.
we didn't know much about color correction or anything like that at that
Yeah.
point in time. That was early in the learning curve, right?
Mm-hmm. So nobody's commenting. So I'm gonna say you all are still crying somewhere.
Yeah, they're
and
all
that's just
sobered
like,
up, kind of going, or they're going for
I
the.
think I'll go figure out Thanksgiving now.
Yeah. All right, to lighten it up before we head out.
Yeah.
Okay, your favorite food for Thanksgiving. Your favorite thing that you're going to have this Thanksgiving.
Okay, so
You
I had a group
don't even
over.
do it. Do you do a traditional Thanksgiving?
No, we do an Italian. But I have to tell you that because for 3 years in a row we got sick. I think it was the gravy because it's so rich. Like if you don't eat gravy on a regular basis and you're making it straight from the turkey, I know you do.
With a straw.
Yes.
I can't understand why my.
Yeah, I never get sick. I just drink the oil straight. But last night I made two things. I made the beans, with the onions on the top, pure
casserole.
Yeah, the green bean casserole. But they also made a sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows on top, the brown sugar topping, and praline pecans. That was spectacular. And I'm going to tell you that it's 579 calories per cup of that. Because there's like I made two, two orders, but when I made it, I did a double
Two
batch.
batches.
I did 2 batches. So there was 2 sticks of butter in that, and there was like a pack thing of brown sugar. It's like the most amazing. I ate way too much of it. This morning I had like huge bags underneath my eyes. I could have packed bags and flown to, overseas for this. But anyway, it was amazing. I would say that was if I was going to have something that was going to be my favorite, it'd be that casserole.
Okay.
Yes. And what about you?
It's always mashed potatoes and gravy.
Do you get comatose afterwards? Because I would be
I get comatose before.
I'd be laying out flat if I had potato, or I'd have a very bad attitude. Either one. In both cases, I'm out.
No,
too much sugar, I think. But
I
Thanksgiving
like all
is great.
the things, but the mashed potatoes and gravy is the favorite.
Yes.
But then you can add on to that, and it's always fun.
But not the turkey. You don't like the turkey?
I'm a white meat guy.
Oh.
I know lots of people say, "Oh, it's too dry" and whatever, but that's why God invented gravy.
Oh yeah, Sarah says she loves the gravy
over the top of the turkey.
Yep, Sarah, I'll give you the recipe. Anybody else want the recipe? Let me know.
Welcome to Vegetarians Are Us, and I'm your host.
This year we're going to try Brussels sprouts. We're going to try all kinds of different things. So, but it's mostly Italian. Yeah, so we don't get too sick. But we still have all this Italian food, and then we have the pumpkin pie with, well, it's not even pumpkin pie. It's just cool. It's just a Cool Whip. I saw this picture once where it was just the pumpkin pie inside the Cool Whip, and I'm like, that's exactly how I eat it. I love that.
I think you have to have equal amounts of Cool Whip and pumpkin pie.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Cool Whip has no real.
It's just oil. It's just
whatever it is.
It's like whipped oil.
But it stays there. Whereas if you got real whipped cream, it kind of starts melting and it blows away. You can't. It's not solid enough. You need something solid that's going to stay on that pie.
Yeah, you need the equality.
Yeah.
Of the stiffness in that.
Okay.
Yes, agreed.
All right. What does Tony have to say?
Rolls and butter.
Rolls and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, rolls and butter is really good.
The Hawaiian rolls, or like
no. Probably like the rolls that you can split apart and go in the oven.
Oh yeah, they're like 3. Are they 3? Like there's like 3, and you can peel back.
Well, they're no.
Okay.
That's not. I'm thinking of kind of the ones that are almost like.
The crescent rolls. Crescent rolls?
No.
I love crescent rolls.
Crescent rolls are good. Anyway.
But anyway, we want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving.
A very happy Thanksgiving.
We'll be back in the studio next Monday, and by then we hope to have one of our... I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, sir.
Yeah,
one of our covers will be done. Look at he's like getting far away from me. But we hope to have one of those ready for you next week. And
it won't be happening. But anyway, we
yeah.
will.
Roads rolls. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, we know those. All right. Well, thanks everybody. You have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Remember, this is
oh my gosh,
Tom.
whipped cream. Yes, Danielle, and whipped cream and what? Watermelon. So you're Tom. I'm Heather.
This is Mitts, Monday in the Studio. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week for more fun and excitement.
Yes.
And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell a few friends about us. If you don't have our latest album, go to the website, shadowfields.com. Grab the new album for free.
Yep.
It's great.
Yep. We were Monday in the studio.
Really?
Look,
you guys are talking about
look,
Thanksgiving,
everyone.
So I think
Look
I thought
who's
you'd
joined
need a
us.
turkey.
Yep. The biggest, the biggest turkey that we know
Right in
just came in. Yeah.
seamlessly.
That was really brilliant.
Like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was wonderful.
So I feel like this is like Mr. Rogers,
It is.
and the mailman just came in. And what did you bring for us today?
My trolley is right.
Your
right out
trolley?
there.
Good.
I have a whole car full of turkeys.
Oh. Do you...
I always like Mr. McFeely. Ooh, gotta go.
Who's the you guys don't know this guy as well as we do, perhaps, but he has all kinds of voices for us. And I would like you just to tell us and the good scout, the scout master.
You mean the little scout leader?
Yes, how well we did today if we get badges.
Okay. Well, I'd like to tell both of you a very happy Thanksgiving. However, little Tommy McCowan has some work to do
Oh, he does.
on his conduct.
Oh, I would say that is so.
But you, Heather,
Yes.
are at the top of the class. And you've got all your badges.
Oh, thank you.
So congratulations. Tommy, we'll talk.
All right. Thank you, Scoutmaster Gary. Thanks, everybody, for being
Happy
here with us.
Easter.
And
Turkey
happy
that we
Easter.
Happy Easter. It's happy
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
Easter, Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving first.
Christmas.
Okay.
Happy
Oh,
Christmas.
no.
Happy Christmas. Merry
All
Thanksgiving.
I
right.
knew
We
I
thank
shouldn't start
you. We're
drinking before these.
Shadowfields out, Tom and Heather. And we look forward to talking with you all next week. Bye-bye now.
Bye, guys.